Here's a look at the full grade water project, an overview, and a look at the ELA part. Benjamin Franklin once said, "When the well is dry, we will know the worth of water." It's critical. And in that spirit, students will be able to create a project describing the importance of water. Let's see some assignment details. You're working on this in all your mesh classes, and you're going to receive 2 grades in all 4 mesh classes. First, a subject-specific grade, and second, a final product grade. Now, Mr. Chevitt is going to determine the due date for the final product. He'll be grading that as well. You will receive class time in science to work on the final product. Mr. Chevitt will also discuss expectations surrounding the final product. So questions surrounding the final product or questions about project resubmissions should be directed to him. However, questions about subject-specific components of the project should be directed to those particular teachers. For example, if you have a question about the English part, you should reach out to me. But if you happen to have a question about the math part, well, you should reach out to Mrs. Lika. The project assignment itself is within the whole grade Google Classroom. So if you're new to WSO or if you haven't signed up for the full grade Google Classroom, you need to so you can do the project. Reach out to your homeroom teacher or reach out to me so we can get you that sign up class code. Now let's look at the ELA part. It's going to culminate in this essential question. Paragraph response. How does water impact the lives of people in Sudan? That's a huge question, and you can take it so many different ways. But really, we're just thinking, how does water impact people in Sudan? That's our focus. Here's some more assignment details for the ELA part. You saw the prompt. It's a paragraph response, and that's exclusively what I'm grading for the ELA part of the water project. It's a paragraph, so you know what that means. 8 to 10 sentences, 2 pieces of evidence. And you'll use the glossary that's at the end of your project slides to brainstorm and find your evidence. I'll take questions in a moment, but first let's get a walkthrough of the project itself so you can see what it looks like. Here it is. Looks like this. You're all going to get your own. It's in the form of a Google Slides presentation. You'll do your work in these slides. On the second slide here is a table of contents. This is going to help you navigate between the slides and see which subject is on which slides. Towards the end is a final product slide. I'm not going to review that now because, again, Mr. Chevitt will talk you through it. I'm going to show you these 3 English slides. You know it's English because it says so in the top corner. Here's the first slide. You do not need to do anything with it. It's just a review slide to help you. Just a refresher. These are some takeaways from the article we read a little while ago called Water in Crisis, talking about the dangers of water scarcity in Sudan. Here's the second of the 3 slides. Again, you don't need to do anything with this slide. It talks about water's influence in A Long Walk to Water. Water impacts many different characters in various ways in the story, and this summarizes some of those. Here's the third and last slide in English. Now, this one is important. You will need to do work on this slide. In the white space here, this is where you're going to type your paragraph response. You see the prompt at the top there. How does water impact the lives of people in Sudan? Now, you're going to finish this by writing your paragraph here. Before that, use this white space as a note catcher to gather evidence. I'll show you what I mean. Go to the glossary. You'll see it in the directions here. But go to the glossary. It's at the very end, actually. This has all the English resources. Links to A Long Walk to Water itself, as well as other articles and videos. All these links are fair game to use as your evidence. The choices are up to you. Let's say I'm looking at this article here, Water in Crisis. Maybe I find a piece of evidence that I want to use. For now, I could copy it and I could paste it into the white space here. It's just a little note to myself. right? I'll even type a note to myself that this is from the article Water in Crisis, paragraph 3. See how I wrote that little note to myself at the end? So I might go through all the sources in the glossary and just collect evidence in this white space here. After I finish collecting evidence, I would type my paragraph. When I'm finished with my paragraph, I would delete the notes here. That, I don't need them anymore. I've already written my paragraph. I've incorporated the evidence I want to use. Delete any notes afterwards. Okay? So you've now seen the presentation. You've got an overview for it. I can't wait to start working on it. It's going to be mostly an independent project you're going to do on your own, but you will get a little bit of time in English class to work on the ELA part. Good luck.